So 1-out single puts him in a
base. As the first pitch into him misses low for a ball, 1-0. Has it been an Antle in the year? Base going back in standing is Eric Roberts, as he will be safe. And now Iverson back up on the rubber, ready to deal the 1-1 pitch into Antle. Here it comes. It'll be a breaking ball, flied out, or popped up into the infield in foul territory. Tanner Johnson popping up out of his crouch on the first base foul line to record the out. 2 away now, runner staying at first base.
Just a good out recorded by Tanner Johnson. Johnson's been having a lot of work behind home plate today. 3 foul outs to him. And he's been equal to the test, able to get all of them. Difficult for a catcher to make.
So now Austin Hatfield will dig in next. He's 1 for 2, had an RBI single his last time up that scored the Jazz's 4th run. But 2 outs now in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch to Hatfield, catches the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. As Iverson a long look in, the 0-1 pitch will miss low and out, as he has not had a start besides one this season. That was less than 6 innings, and it was his first start of the year against the Licking County Settlers when he went 5. But Iverson has earned the winning decision in all 5 of his last starts. He's tied for first in the league in wins coming into this evening's ball game. 1-1 pitch, runner takes off, pitch misses low and outside for a ball. Throw down to second, 2-1 count now to Austin Hatfield.
Good steal by Roberts, just taking the bag. Got there quick, nothing Johnson could do.
So now Iverson will look to strand that runner out in scoring position. He comes set, working out of the stretch. Here comes the pitch to Hatfield, swung on and lined out into left field, and that will fall in front of Jared Hurd for a base hit. Coming in to score is Antle. He will come in standing, no throw. As the stolen base works to perfection for the Jazz. Antle steals second, and then on the next pitch, Hatfield picks up a base hit in the left field, and the Jazz regain the lead 5-4 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Well, it's exactly what the Richmond Jazz executed to perfection. 2 outs, get the stolen base, get in scoring position, hit them in. They did it, and now they've got the lead yet again.
Hatfield with his 2nd RBI single on the day, now with 11 on the season, as the 9-hole batter Noah Suarez due up next. First pitch into him is a called strike at the knees on a breaking ball, 0-1. Suarez 1 for 2 with a single so far. Has also come around to score once. As the 0-1 pitch in from Iverson misses outside for a ball, count even at 1. As count even at 1, as Iverson has now allowed the most runs he has in a start this year, as that ball is swung on and flied out into right field. It will fall in front of the right fielder Carter Cross for another base hit. The lineup is turning over for the Richmond Jazz, looking to add on.
Get something, try to get out of the inning.
But trying to keep this thing alive for the Jazz and extend their lead. 1-0 pitch misses low and away for a ball. 2-0 now to Giroux. As Iverson will throw his 88th pitch of the outing on this next one. The 2-0 pitch into Giroux will catch the outside corner for a strike. 2-1 the count now. As Iverson trying to retire the side and keep the deficit at 1 for the Copperheads here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The 2-1 pitch is swung on and flied out into right field. Looks like it's right at the right fielder Carter Cross. Now he takes a couple steps in. He will squeeze it with 2 hands to retire the side here in the bottom of the 6th. Not before the Richmond Jazz regain the lead on an RBI single from Austin Hatfield. It's a 5-4 score here as we head to the top of the 7th. Connor Mills will be on the play-by-play duties for the rest of the ball game when we return right here on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health. Rocky Brand is so much more than you think. Rocky Brand is a global leader in the footwear and apparel market with over 1,500 distributors of Rocky, Georgia Boot, and Durango brands nationwide. Rocky Brand designs, develops, and markets hard-working boots, outdoor footwear, and apparel designed for every pursuit, and fashionable women footwear that invites you to live a little on the edge. And they do it all right here in Southeast Ohio. To see the whole Rocky Brand story, go to rockybrands.com.
State Farm and Agent Shauna Stump are proud supporters of Copperhead Baseball. Visit our West Union Street office or call 593-6882 today to discuss all your insurance and financial services needs. She's celebrating 14 years of service in the Athens community. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Snyder, Fuller & Stroh is one of the premier financial and insurance firms in the region. If you have questions regarding your financial, insurance, or employee benefit package, please call Mark Snyder, Jim Fuller, or Dan Stroh at 740-594-8385 or visit them online at www.snyderfullerstroh.com. That is SNIDERF.
The Cat's Eye Saloon at 12 North.
I'm first baseman catcher for the Copperheads, and you're listening to Copperhead Network.
Back inside McBride Stadium here in Richmond, Indiana, the Richmond Jazz took a 5-4 lead in the bottom by Daniel Cruz and Sebastian of the foul pole. The first and 3 RBIs and a run scored until he batters. Self one down here in the top of the 7th inning. It's a perfect rolling for the Copperheads. Swing and a miss by Cruz. 0-1.
You and your early perfect game references this season, I swear.
I mean, he went through the lineup one time perfect.
You're right. That means guaranteed perfect game.
No, but it sets up a perfect game. You have to start somewhere. 0-1 pitch, breaking ball misses high and inside to Cruz. 1 ball, 1 strike. But for Cruz, 1 for 2 on the day in the 5th. Did not come around to score. 1-1 the count. Pitch from Garbus, swung and a miss by Daniel Cruz, whose ball high and inside. Counts at 1-2.
Yeah, took a big swing at it, kind of pulled his head out a little bit there. Got to keep his eye on the ball, shorten up with the 1-2 count now.
And Gerbers only has 1 other relief outing so far. 9 of them were earned. Gave up 12 of the catcher Neighbors.
There to be retired, as you mentioned, Gerbers has had his struggles throughout the year, of course, limited action for the team. But it's looked good to the first 2 bats.
Fabic today 0 for 2 with a walk. First pitch misses for a ball. 1-0. 1-0 pitch in for a called strike. 1-1. For Sebastian Fabic, ran it out to short in the first, walked in the 4th, and then flew out to right center field in his last. 1 pitch taken inside for a called strike. 2 balls is ready. The 2-2 pitch checks his swing. Not a big call, but strike 3. 3 outs, top 7. We go to the bottom of the 7th, looking for the Richmond Jazz with a lead of 5-4. We'll be right back on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health. Southern Ohio Copperheads would like to show our support for Echoing Hills. Echoing Hills provides individuals a place to call home and a comfortable and safe environment where they can achieve their dreams surrounded by supportive friends and staff. For more information,
one of the nation's leading integrated marketing and communication firms, prides itself on hiring the best and brightest graduates from across the country each year. In fact, .com.
You'll be living the life if you stay at the Holiday Inn Express with a free complimentary breakfast, high-definition televisions in all the rooms, and free Wi-Fi, in addition to being the only non-smoking hotel in Athens. Live the life.
Be sure to meet us there before and after every game. From your pint to your plate, Jackie O's proudly presents over 40 beers on draft, produced right here in Athens. Newly remodeled public house and kitchen menu, uptown in-house bakery, 22-acre farm and taproom facility lunch specials, and locally sourced dinners 7 days a week. 100-plus person outdoor patio, uptown. Learn more at JackieO's.com, Instagram, or Facebook today. After the game, be sure to stop by Jackie O's uptown or the tap room on Campbell Street. Just because the game ended doesn't mean your night has to. Jackie O's, the official pregame and postgame sponsor of your Copperheads.
Don't forget flavors and
As a global leader in the footwear and apparel market with over 1,500 distributors of Rocky, Georgia Boot, and Durango brands nationwide.
This is Austin Dunphy, the manager with the Southern.
Bottom of the seventh inning, Copperheads only with Licking County to sweep, or the Cincinnati Steam to sweep should the Copperheads lose today's ball game, and then the Copperheads would have to win the next two against the Richmond Jazz. It's a 5-4 lead for the Richmond Jazz. There's a new man on the mound for the Copperheads. It's Lane Good. First pitch in for a called strike to the batter, Jake Burlingame, 0-1. Lane Good on the year, 0 for 1. Win-loss with a 12.25 ERA in one game started this season. Line drive down the line and bouncing off of a light pole, foul territory, out of play, 0-2.
Yeah, and for Iverson, didn't have his sharpest stuff out there on the mound as he, gave up the most runs he has all season, but he still battled through 6 innings for you. Kept you in the ball game as you're still in position to win this one.
Good's 0-2 pitch, line drive out into center field. Lucas Nasanti just dances around as he eyes up the ball, makes one-hand catch. First batter that Lane Good sees gets retired by a fly out to center. One down here in the bottom of the seventh.
Yeah, Nasanti playing perfectly right there. His ball comes right to him off the bat of Burlingame as he gets retired. Nice job by Good coming in and throwing strikes and getting the first guy who faces out.
Lane Good made a start against the Hamilton Joes earlier this year. It was a 12-4 loss for the Copperheads. Good went 4 innings, allowed 7 runs, 7 earned, gave up 8 hits. First pitch into the batter, Ryan Wickman, for a called strike, 0-1.
And for Good, you might chalk that up a little bit as he hasn't been playing baseball for the last couple months, just coming in last week to join the team.
0-1 pitch, right at the knees for a called strike, 0-2.
That was a sharp changeup right there. Took something off it right at the knees. Can't throw a pitch. An off-speed pitch, much better than that one.
Good ahead in the count, no balls, 2 strikes with 1 out here in the bottom of the seventh. From the windup, Good's pitch, curveball misses high, 1-2.
Yeah, just didn't really get on top of that one. Left it up high a little bit. Good thing it didn't come down as it could have been punished. Wickman, a very good hitter. But it stays up high, doesn't get him to chase. Still up in the count, 1-2.
1-2 pitch from Good, swung on him, missed, strike 3. Ryan Wickman goes down swinging back-to-back times. He was a strikeout victim for Zach Iverson, and now Lane Good punches him out as well.
Yep, nice pitch up in the zone. Gets Wickman to swing right underneath it for the strikeout. Is Good. First relief appearance going good for him so far. 2 quick outs, trying to keep the deficit at 1 and let the Copperheads bats go back to work in the 8th inning.
Mike Steffen at the plate. First pitch to him hits the inside corner for a called strike, 0-1. Closing the book on Zach Iverson, he would be in line for the loss. Went 6 innings, allowed 9 hits, 5 runs, all were earned. Didn't walk anyone and struck out 5 of the Richmond Jazz. Fastball runs high and inside to the batter, Mike Steffen. 1 ball, 1 strike. But for Lane Good, this is his first appearance in relief. Again, made the start against the Hamilton Joes on July 11th. 1-1 the count. Pitch from Good. Curveball in for a called strike. Lane Good, 1 strike away from bringing the Copperheads bats back to the plate in the top of the 8th.
Yeah, that was a sharp one right there. Dropped it right at the knees for a strike. Not much the batter can do with it anyway if they take a swing at it.
1-2 pitch, swung on and just fouled off by the batter, Mike Steffen. Steffen today 0 for 3, fly out to right field, fly out to left, and ground ball to second baseman Gammon. 0 for 3, 1-2 count, 2 outs, bottom 7. Good pitching from the windup. The lefty's ready, sets and deals, swing on, and a line drive out towards the right, out of play. Count remains at 1-2.
Yeah, a couple of good pitches there from Good on the outside part of the plate. The first one he kept low, and Steffen just got a piece of it. That one was a little bit more elevated. He was able to get the bat head out on it to poke it foul.
Jazz 5, Copperheads 4, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Lane Good with the 1-2 pitch. Curveball misses outside, count is even at 2-2. Should Steffen extend the inning, Hunter Neighbors is on deck. Neighbors 0 for 3 today with a strikeout. Good's 2-2 offering to Steffen is taken just outside. Ball 3.
Yeah, just outside is right. Not a bad pitch there on the 2-2, but Steffen, very good eye up there at the plate as he'll work the count full.
Payoff pitch is swung on, ground ball over towards the line at third, goes left of the line and rolls all the way down to the tarp here at McBride Stadium. Count remains full to the batter, Mike Steffen.
Yeah, and Steffen's been one of the best hitters in the GLSCL this summer. Coppers did a good job neutralizing him up there towards the top in RBIs with 40. He's a powerful bat in the middle of this Jazz order, but they've been successful against him so far today.
3-2 curveball is lined through the hole on the left side and fielded by the left fielder Jared Hurd. It's a 2-out single for Mike Steffen. The inning continues, and Hunter Neighbors will come to the plate.
Yeah, just kind of hung that 3-2 curveball. Nice easy pitch there for Steffen to drop the bad head on and rope it out in the left field for a single. But for good, no hurt there. Just have a runner on first now. Got to work out of the stretch, but still just 1 out away from getting out of this inning. Just got to keep throwing strikes.
Neighbors on the day, 0 for 3, a fly out to left field, a fly out to center, and a strikeout completes his line today. First pitch in for a called strike. A nice fastball by the pitcher Lane Good. 0-1. Good, 5'9", 150 pounds from Glen Oaks Community College. Be a junior. Check over to the man at first, Mike Steffen. Ball bounces a little bit away from the first baseman. Glass quickly gets it back to the pitcher. Good. No damage done. Count remains 0-1. Steffen with not a large lead off of first with the lefty Good on the mound. 0-1 pitch taken outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Outfield straight away, infield playing back with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. 1-1 pitch from Good. Curveball bounced right back to Good, taken by a backhand up around his face, and the underhand toss to first in time. Side retired. At the end of 7, it's the Richmond Jazz 5, the Southern Ohio Copperheads 4. Copperheads 6 outs left. They win today, they win tomorrow, and they win on Tuesday. Copperheads would find themselves in the postseason, but need the win today to guarantee their spot. Top of the 8th coming up next, right here on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health. Don't forget to stop by Kona Ice behind the press box on the third base side, locally owned and operated by Rich Hayes of Athens. They offer tropical shaved ice in an assortment of flavors, and be sure to ask about their fundraising opportunities.
Rocky Brand is so much more than you think. Rocky Brand is a global leader in the footwear and apparel market with over 1,500 distributors of Rocky, Georgia Boot, and Durango brands nationwide. Rocky Brand designs, develops, and markets hard-working boots, outdoor footwear, and apparel designed for every pursuit and fashionable women footwear that invites you to live a little on the edge. And they do it all right here in Southeast Ohio. To see the whole Rocky Brand story, go to rockybrands.com.
State Farm and agent Shauna Stump are proud supporters of Copperhead Baseball. Visit our West Union Street office or call 593-6882 today to discuss all your insurance and financial services needs. She's celebrating 14 years of service in the Athens community. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Snyder Fuller & Stroh is one of the premier financial and insurance firms in the region. If you have questions regarding your financial, insurance, or employee benefit package, please call Mark Snyder, Jim Fuller, or Dan Stroh at 740-594-8385 or visit them online at www.snyderfullerstroh.com. That is SNIDERFULLERSTROH.com.
Hi, I'm Zion Avery. I go to Ohio University. I'm first baseman catcher for the Copperheads, and you're listening to Copperhead Network.
Top of the 8th inning here in McBride Stadium. It will be Tanner Glass leading things off for the Southern Ohio Copperheads. Copperheads trailing by 1 to the Richmond Jazz. And Jazz looking to play spoiler. Jazz win 2 games. Copperheads are definitely out of the postseason. They would be eliminated. But the win here today, win tomorrow, win Tuesday, Copperheads would be in second place of the GLSCL. Curveball misses to Tanner Glass, 2 balls and no strikes. For Glass on the day, ground out to first, fly out to right field, and struck out looking his 3 trips to the plate. 2-0 pitch from Joey Gerbers, a nice breaking ball in the inside corner, 2-1. Glass batting average at .254 right now. 2-1 pitch, swung on a missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, besides the one inning back in the 5th when they scored 4, Coppers haven't been doing too much with the bats here today. Got to try to, change the approach a little bit. Don't try to do too much.
2-2 pitch, ground ball over towards short, bobbled by the shortstop Jarose, and safe at first base is Tanner Glass. Didn't mean to cut you off there. But baseball in play.
I let you talk enough. I feel like you should.
I'll give way.
But a good break there for the Copperheads, as not kind of routine ground ball over to Jarose at short, just kicks it a little bit. Tanner Glass hustling up the line, gets in there safely. As the last time they got a leadoff man on, he came around to score. See if they can do the same thing this time. Glass has been swinging a good bat at the plate today.
Error charge to the shortstop Jarose. Nobody out here in the top of the 8th inning. Copperheads still with 6 outs left. Trailing by 1 to the Richmond Jazz at the plate, Phil Glasser. Glasser today 1 for 3, 2 flyouts to center field, and gave a big flyout in his last at-bat. Almost hit it over the wall for the second home run of the day for Southern Ohio. 1-0 pitch taken on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike now for Phil Glasser. Glasser a .269 batting average. Glass standing off of first base, not a large lead. Big hole on the left side down the third base line as Phil Glass will drop down a bunt, does not go far enough away from the catcher. Catcher Neighbors throws all the way down to second base to get the runner in Tanner Glass. Safe at first, no relay throw is Phil Glasser. A sacrifice bunt that just did not happen for the Copperheads. Ball just stayed right in front of home plate.
Yeah, Glasser tried to sneak that one down the line with the third baseman Roberts playing back, but just didn't get enough on it. Stays right out in front of home plate. And a good throw from the catcher Neighbor down the second to get Tanner Glass. As, just same as any other out. Still a runner at first base with 1 away now.
Johnson at the plate. First pitch misses for a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. For Johnson, fly out to center. A hit by a pitch came around to score in the 4-run top of the 5th inning. And then a walk. Got to third, did not score in the 6th. 1-0 the count, 1 out. Top 8, swinging a foul ball, rolling right back to the backstop. Count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike.
We're coming down to the wire in that Settlers and Steam game. Settlers have let up a couple runs, still lead it by 4, 8-4 in the top of the 8th at Don Edwards Stadium out in Newark, Ohio.
The 2 options for the Copperheads again. They would hope that one team would sweep. So if everything holds off the way it is between Licking County and the Cincinnati Steam, the Copperheads would hope with a loss today here in Richmond that the Settlers would sweep the Cincinnati Steam and that the Copperheads would have to take the last 2 games to then be a game up on the Cincinnati Steam and would take second place. Well, those are your 2 options. Sweep here, the Richmond Jazz. Control your own destiny as a line drive down the line and left. And this one is hooking, fair ball. Down the line, Johnson with the base hit. Extra base hit. It's out all the way down to the corner. Rounding third and heading for home is Phil Glasser. The relay throw is not in time. And standing on second base with an RBI double is Tanner Johnson. This game is tied.
Yeah, real nice at-bat there from Tanner Johnson. We've been talking about how hot he's been ever since joining the team. Rips that one down the line, gets all the way into the corner, hops off the wall. A little bit of misplay out there by Anto as it gets away from him off the wall, but Phil Glasser hustling all the way in from first to come around to score the game-tying run.
A big, big run for the Copperheads. Tanner Johnson picks up RBI number 3 on the year. Only had 2, even though the hot bat. Batting average at .333 for Johnson, who's been platooning with Scott Combs all season long. As now a line drive by Kyle Gammon. He drives this one into the gap in left center field. Coming around third and coming in to score is Johnson going to second base. Back-to-back doubles by Kyle Gammon. And Gammon, who only had 1 hit coming into the day, puts the Copperheads up by 1. It's the first lead for Southern Ohio. It's now a 6-5 lead. Cheds over the Jazz.
Well, this kid has been hitting the ball hard all over the field so far today. Gets a pitch, first ball swinging right down the middle, just ropes it out into left center field. Tanner Johnson could have walked home. He would have scored. But Kyle Gammon, what a day to play. 3 for 4 with a couple of RBIs. Just a really big day, as you know. He kind of struggled throughout the first week with the team, but, just started to come alive with the bat today. 2 doubles Big at-bat there. Copperheads take the lead late in this one.
Gammon had not had an extra base hit at all this season. Granted, he hasn't been here all season long. Just a recent acquisition, but for Kyle Gammon, 2 doubles in today's game and a single puts the Copperheads on top 6-5 over the Richmond Jazz. And now the Copperheads are in better position than they were just a couple minutes ago. First pitch missed to a ball for Carter Cross. Cross on the day, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and a walk. 1-0 the count. On the mound, Joey Gerbis from the stretch. He deals the 1-0, swing and a foul ball off of the batter, Carter Cross. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, hit him right down on the foot. Doesn't look to be affected by it. Might have, kind of caught the little inside part there. Maybe hit a little bit of the dirt to absorb it. That's always a painful one, right off the foot.
Recap the inning here in the top of the 8th. 2 runs in, Copperhead 6. The Richmond Jazz 5. Tanner Glass led things off as a curveball misses high and inside to Carter Cross. Cross ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes, but Glass reached on an error. He got thrown out on the fielder's choice by Phil Glasser, tried to lay down a bunt. Catcher Neighbors threw down to second to get Glass. So Glasser was on first base, and then Tanner Johnson roped a double down the left field line to tie the game as a ball out into right center field, ranging over his Burlingame. He makes the catch, tagging at second base is Kyle Gammon. The throw is in time, double play. Throw from right center field by Burlingame all the way to Roberts at third. Gets the tagging Kyle Gammon, but not before the Southern Ohio Copperheads are on top. It's 6-5 in favor of Southern Ohio. Copperheads in need of a win to get top 2 in the GLSCL South Division. We head to the bottom of the 8th right here on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health. State Farm and agent Shauna Stump are proud supporters of Copperhead Baseball. Visit our West Union Street office or call 593-6882 today to discuss all your insurance and financial services needs. She's celebrating 14 years of service in the Athens community. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Snyder Fuller and Stroh is one of the premier financial and insurance firms in the region. If you have questions regarding your financial, insurance, or employee benefit package, please call Mark Snyder, Jim Fuller, or Dan Stroh at 740-594-8385 or visit them online at www.snyderfullerstroh.com. That is SNIDERFULLERSTROH.com.
The Cat's Eye Saloon at 12 North Court Street features a great selection of craft beers on tap and in the bottle 365 days a year. The Cat's Eye Saloon is a proud supporter of the Southern Ohio Copperheads and all Ohio University athletics. The Cat's Eye Saloon, your home away from home, open 7 days a week.
The Copperheads would like to thank Wendy's for their support of the team and players. If you're hungry, stop into Wendy's located off Richland Avenue and East State Street. Check the back of your ticket stub for a free small Frosty.
This is Austin Dunphy, the manager with the Southern Ohio Copperheads, and you're listening to the Copperheads Media Network.
Eric Roberts will lead things off for the Richmond Jazz. The Jazz find themselves behind in today's ball game for the first time today. As we are here in the bottom of the 8th inning, Roberts, Antle, and Hatfield all due up. Remaining on the mound is Lane Good. Good would be in line for the win if everything holds out the way it is. Attempting a bunt was Roberts. He pulled it back. Ball was high and inside. Almost hits Roberts. But it's just a careful ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, we're going to see what Lane Good is made of here. Just a couple weeks ago, he was at home, not playing ball. Now right here in a playoff picture.
Line drive down the line out in right field. That one will get down in fair territory and roll all the way out into the corner. Carter Cross has it down to the warning track. Trotting into second base is Eric Roberts. Roberts picks up his 3rd hit of the day and 2nd double of the day. Runner in scoring position for the Richmond Jazz here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Yeah, Robertson swinging a hot bat today. Was all over that pitch. Ropes it the other way. Down the right field line all the way to the wall. Good job by Cross getting it in quickly before Roberts could advance any further. But quickly a runner in scoring position here as the Jazz look to answer the Copperheads' call in the top of the 8th.
Copperheads scoring 2 in the top of the 8th inning to take a 6-5 lead, but Lane Good on the mound will look to preserve that lead. First pitch to Cole Antolin for a called strike, 0-1. Copperheads before the top of the 8th had not scored since the top of the 5th, where they scored 4 runs, highlighted by a 3-run home run from Jared Hurd. 0-1 pitch misses high and away from Good. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lane Good in his first inning today in relief was in the bottom of the 7th inning when a 1-2-3-4 gave up a hit to Mike Steffen. And that was it. 1-1 pitch swung on, fly ball out into shallow center field, taking a couple steps back as Lucas Nasanti, a fake tag up as the throw goes a little bit over the head of Daniel Cruz, the third baseman. Nasanti made the catch. The throw is not wild, but moved Daniel Cruz back off the bag. Not tagging was Eric Roberts. So it's just a 1 out and runner on second base for the Richmond Jazz as Austin Hatfield, who has 2 hits today, is at the plate.
Well, that's absolutely huge, getting that first out, keeping him out at second base, as now it'll take more than just a sac fly to get him in with 1 out. As he stands out there on second base still with 1 away. Hatfield has had a good day so far, a couple of RBI knocks. See how Good is able to fare against him.
First pitch to Hatfield, swung on, fly ball towards the right side and out of play. 0-1. Good has 1 strikeout in today's game. He struck out Wickman swinging. Wickman looked at an Iverson pitch in the 5th. 2 strikeouts for him, but for Austin Hatfield, line drive right back to the pitcher. Daniel Cruz can't catch the ball. Bouncing ball to Lane Good, gets away from Cruz. Cruz tried to apply the tag on Roberts. It gets behind him at third, and that's how a run comes in to score. Well, interesting to see who the error will be charged on. Lane Good, bouncing ball right back to him, tried to get the advancing runner. Austin Hatfield will have an RBI on the error. But what a way to score a run for the Richmond Jazz just when the Copperheads thought they could have gotten the lead runner. Cruz could not handle the throw from Lane Good. Ball rolls away. Roberts comes in to score. It's a tie game here in the bottom of the 8th. First pitch misses for a ball to Noah Suarez, 1-0.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because whether you go to third or first, it looked like he had an out there, but Cruz just unable to handle the throw from Good as they had Roberts dead to rights at third base.
Off-speed pitch in for a called strike, 1-1.
But, I mean, obviously it's easy to question after it happens if maybe you just go to first base there to get the shore out, and you have 2 away now with a runner on third. But, you know, it's just a tough decision because it looked like you had him out by a mile over at third base.
Foul ball at the plate. Counts at 1-2 to the batter, Noah Suarez. Suarez today with 2 hits, 2 for 3 with a run scored in the bottom of the 3rd. Also flew out to the shortstop Phil Glasser in the 4th. That was the only time he was recorded out by Zach Iverson. First time that Suarez will be facing Lane Good. 1-2 count, 1 out, bottom of the 8th inning. Ball game tied at 6. Copperheads took the lead in the top half of the inning. Breaking ball bounces away from Johnson, stays in front of him. Johnson locates the ball quickly. Staying at first is Austin Hatfield. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A little confusion going on, and it looks like it'll be a pinch runner for Hatfield. The first base coach, which is no longer a coach, will be coming in to run for Hatfield, and Hatfield will assume the duties of first base coach.
Yeah, it's not every day you see that one happen.
Just a little switch. But 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 1 run in for the Richmond Jazz. Game is tied at 6 apiece. Pinch runner at first base, Lane Good, the lefty. 2-2 pitch delivered just outside. Counters run full to the batter, Noah Suarez.
Yeah, real nice spot there from Good, just off the black of the outside part of the plate. Tough one there, as that is, looks like number 16, Joshua Lee, that took over at first base to pinch run.
And Joshua Lee on first, runs for Austin Hatfield, the designated hitter. So designated hitter, now the first base coach. First base coach pitch running. Payoff pitch into Noah Suarez. Ball is popped up towards the right side, foul territory. Tanner Glass has room, makes the catch in front of the Copperheads dugout. 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th.
Well, nice job by Good to shake off the error there and get the next guy out to get the second out of the inning. Trying to, keep this ball game tied. Hopefully the Copperheads can string together a couple more hits in the 9th inning and try to, regain the lead.
Now, Zach Giroux, the lone man remaining, who hasn't faced Lane Good in today's ball game, stands in at the plate from the right side. For Zach Giroux, 1 for 3 with a run scored, batting .274 with the 1 for 3 day today. Lane Good pitching from the stretch. First pitch to Giroux misses high. 1 ball, no strikes. For Giroux, led things off with a double in the first. Did not come around to score off of Zach Iverson. Then was hit by a pitch and did come in to score on the 2-run bottom of the 3rd inning for the Richmond Jazz. Curveball in for a called strike. Count is even at 1-1. Popped out to the catcher in foul territory in the 4th, and then flew out to right field in the 6th. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 1-1 pitch, fly ball off into shallow right field. Ranging in is the right fielder card across. He makes a catch, and the side is retired. An error brings home a run for the Richmond Jazz. Just like that, the game is tied right back up. 6 for the Copperheads, 6 for the Jazz. Copperheads 3 outs in the top of the 9th before he heads to extras. And then 3 outs, of course, for the Richmond Jazz as well. We'll be right back in the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health. The Cat's Eye Saloon at 12 North Court Street features a great selection of craft beers on tap and in the bottle 365 days a year. The Cat's Eye Saloon is a proud supporter of the Southern Ohio Copperheads and all Ohio University athletics. The Cat's Eye Saloon, your home away from home, open 7 days a week.
The Copperheads would like to thank Wendy's for their support of the team and players. If you're hungry, stop into Wendy's located off Richmond Avenue and East State Street. Check the back of your ticket stub for a free small Frosty with any purchase.
Stephanie Wood with Ohio Realty. She will help you find your next safe home. Stephanie Wood, bringing home the results and going the extra distance.
Snyder, Fuller, and Stroh has supported the Copperheads since 2002. We're proud of that affiliation and excited to sponsor Fireworks Night again this year on June 29th. As one of the premier financial and insurance firms in the region, Snyder, Fuller, and Stroh is focused on helping our clients secure their financial future. What's your plan? Give us a call at 594-8385.
This is Austin Dunphy, the manager with the Southern Ohio Copperheads, and you're listening to the Copperheads Media Network.
Hey, I'm Scott Combs, catcher for the Copperheads.
Top of the 9th inning, Copperheads with 3 outs in regulation. First pitch, swinging a line drive out into center field for Lucas Nasanti, but catch is made by Burlingame. 1 pitch, 1 out for Joey Gerbis. Gerbis in his 3rd inning of work. 2 1/3 innings pitched. Right now is Jared Hurd, the number 1 batter for the Copperheads, back to the batter's box.
Yeah, Nasanti put some good wood on that ball out into center field. Unfortunately, right at the center fielder Burlingame, as now the lineup turns over. See if Hurd can spark a rally here. Copperheads trying to take the lead back.
Hurd takes the first pitch, called strike, 0-1. For Jared Hurd on the day, 1 for 4, but the 1 plated 3 runs. It was a 3-run home run in the top of the 5th inning. 0-1 pitch misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hurd struck out twice to Caleb Meeks in the 1st and the 4th. Hit the home run in the 5th, and then grounded out to first his last time up in the top of the 7th. 1 out here on the top of the 9th. 1-1 pitch swung on and found straight back. 1-2. Jazz 6, Copperhead 6. This game will either have a go-ahead run or a walk-off run. 1-2 pitch misses low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Game between the Licking County Settlers and the Cincinnati Steam. 8-4 lead for Licking County. That game is final. So Licking County would have to sweep the Cincinnati Steam should the Southern Ohio Copperheads lose today's game. And then the Copperheads would have to win the next 2. Unless the Copperheads win today's game. Full count pitch taken outside. Ball 4. Hurd works a 1-out walk. First walk allowed by Joey Gerbis in the game.
Yeah, now that gives you some speed on the base. Patches just 1 away. See if Jared Hurd will be sent from first base. Nice at-bat work. He fell behind early, but just kept watching those pitches outside. Great eye by Hurd. And we'll see if the Copperheads can move him around and retake the lead.
1 out, top of the 9th inning. 6-6 ball games between the Cheds and the Jazz. At the plate, Daniel Cruz. First pitch to Cruz swung on a missed off speed by Gerbis. 0-1.
Yeah, smart from Gerbis to go off speed on the first pitch. Cruz clearly sitting fastball way out in front of it.
Daniel Cruz 1 for 3 today with a walk and a strikeout. Gerbis pitching from the stretch. Hurd not a large lead off of first. Check over to Hurd. He goes back standing. But for Daniel Cruz, the single came in the 4th. It was picked off in the 4th as well. But a fly out to right field in the 1st, the single in the 4th. As he swings and flies Wisson up towards right field, ranging under it is the right fielder Wickman. And now the Copperheads are down to their final out in regulation with a tie ball game here in the top of the 9th.
Yeah, Cruz kind of lazy fly ball out there to right field, a little bit behind that one. Got underneath it as well. As now Fabic try to break this slump here in this at-bat.
Fabic does not have a hit in today's ball game yet. Batting average has dipped down to .338. Still pretty good for Sebastian Fabic. Well above what he hit in the spring for the Ohio Bobcats. As he lines this one deep out into left field, back at the wall, and you forget that. Sebastian Fabic puts the Copperheads back on top. Copperheads 8, the Richmond Jazz 6.
My God, what an absolute bomb off the bat of Fabic. It looked like it got up and over that kind of second fence out there in left field. As we've seen this situation from early in the year in the 9th inning against the Scouts, where he roped a home run. But that's really encouraging to see. This kid has been slumping over these past few ball games, but just all over that pitch, and he sends it a long way. Copperheads back out in front here in the 9th inning.
Long drive deep out into left field for Sebastian Fabic. Picks up his 4th home run of the year. Fabic comes through big for Southern Ohio, as he has all season long, right when the Copperheads needed him. It's the Copperheads 8, the Richmond Jazz 6, with 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning. At the plate, Tanner Glass swings through an 0-1 pitch. Brings a count 0-2.
I don't think I've ever seen a kid be able to rise to the occasion like Sebastian Fabic has been able to this season for the Copperheads. It's just absolutely amazing to watch.
0-2 pitch, swung and a miss, strike 3. And the side is retired, but not before. Sebastian Fabic puts the Copperheads on top against the Richmond Jazz in Richmond, Indiana. As we'll be right back on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health. Ambassador Laundry, your locally owned and operated laundry and dry cleaning business, is a proud sponsor of the Copperheads. Stop by 15 West Stimson for all your laundry and dry cleaning needs.
It's a grand slam when you shop locally. Look for the Athens Area of Commerce logo and be sure to support the business that support the Athens Sandlot, our very own Copperheads, and our community. Love Athens. Keep it local, because together we make a difference.
The fun is just beginning in Athens, Ohio. Outdoor concerts and festivals, rails and trails, a 30-mile meal, and the funky vibe of Uptown Athens and Court Street, Ohio's most eccentric half-mile. The best road trip starts at AthensOhio.com, the region's most comprehensive site for maps, shopping and dining directories, and events calendar. Visit AthensOhio.com and start planning your next adventure.
Classic brands Budweiser and Yuengling are proud supporters of Copperheads baseball. Please drink responsibly and always use a designated driver. Responsibility matters.
Donato's is the exclusive pizza provider of the Southern Ohio Copperheads. With toppings loaded from edge to edge, Donato's Pizza will be sure to satisfy your hunger. Located at 688 East State Street in Athens, make Donato's your pizza of choice today. Order by calling 740-592-5049 or order online at donatos.com.
The Southern Ohio Copperheads would like to show our support for Echoing Hills. Echoing Hills provides individuals a place to call home in a comfortable and safe environment where they can achieve their dreams surrounded by supportive friends and staff. For more information, contact them at 740-594-3541.
Ball Green Mortine, one of the nation's leading integrated marketing and communication firms, prides itself on hiring the best and brightest graduates from across the country each year. In fact, the company is home to many Ohio University alumni. For more details on internships and employment opportunities, visit www.ballgreenmortine.com.
You will be living the life if you stay at the Holiday Inn Express with the free complimentary breakfast, high-definition television in all the rooms, and free Wi-Fi. In addition to being the only
I'm Zach Iverson. I'm from Michigan State University. You're listening to the Copperheads Media Network.
Back inside McBride Stadium here in Richmond, Indiana, where the Southern Ohio Copperheads have an 8-6 lead over the Richmond Jazz. Sebastian Fabic with a long two-run, two-out shot out into left center field to put the Copperheads on top. New man on the mound for the Southern Ohio Copperheads, Carter Cross, making his second relief appearance of the season. Cross came in against the Cincinnati Steam, pitched 2/3 of an inning. As at the plate, Jake Burlingame swings and flies one off towards the left side and out of play. 1-1 strike is the count with nobody out here in the bottom of the ninth inning.
Yeah, and we learned after that Cincinnati Steam game that he had pitched in high school and was pretty darn good, but had some issues with his arm. Became an outfielder when he went to Nebraska, but throws it up around 88 at top speed.
1-1 pitch, fly ball out in foul territory to our left. Third baseman Daniel Cruz ranging towards the line. And that one gets out of play as the rain starts coming down here at McBride Stadium in Richmond, Indiana. Rain was not scheduled to start today, but it does sound like rain is coming down. 1-2 count, nobody out. Carter Cross on the mound. Copperheads trying to pull out a victory here today as ball runs low and inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes, or did it hit him? And it looks like it hit the batter, Jake Burlingame. But Burlingame on with the leadoff hit by pitch. At the plate will be Ryan Wickman. Wickman today. 1 hit, 1 for 4. Struck out swinging in the first inning on a dropped ball by the catcher Johnson by Iverson. Iverson still got the strikeout. Strikeout in the 5th and a strikeout in the 7th. 1-2 count as the rain is really coming down. High and inside pitch by Carter Cross. He does not have a feeling for the ball right now as this rain has come out of nowhere. Ball game is still playing on as 3 outs need to be recorded to complete the game for the Southern Ohio Copperheads. But rain coming down, it has affected Carter Cross. He hit a pitch, and then pitch runs high and inside to the batter Wickman. Now he finds a strike zone. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Well, it's tough enough pitching in the pouring down rain, but especially when you're not even a pitcher as your main position.
Well, just when the Copperheads had fortune favor them in today's ball game, a 2-run home run by Sebastian Fabic. Another curveball is thrown at them as weather is being a factor right now for Carter Cross. 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch in, hits him at the knees. 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count to the batter Wickman. Wickman today had the RBI double, brought in 2 runs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 2-2 pitch from Cross, swung on, line drive, over the glove of the shortstop, Glasser and into center field. First 2 have reached the base paths. It'll be first and second base with nobody out. Here in the bottom of 9th inning for the Richmond Jazz. Burlingame at second base, Wickman on first with his second hit of the day. And Mike Steffen at the plate.
Yeah, just unfortunate. Glasser almost got up high enough to make that catch, but just over his glove, as now it looks like that rain has slowed down significantly. Might have been just a passing shower. Still coming down a little bit, but, you know, Cross just got to settle in. He's got 2-run lead to work with. Tying run is only on first base. Just got to keep throwing strikes and trying to record an out here.
Well, the winning run is at the plate, Mike Steffen. Steffen today 1 for 4 as the ball gets past the catcher Johnson all the way back to the backstop. Rounding third and holding off is Jake Burlingame. Runners are now in first and second with nobody out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Warming up in the bullpen. There is some motion. Can't see a number. It could be Nick Kaiser. But on the mound right now is Carter Cross. 1 ball, no strikes, nobody out. Bottom 9, Copperheads 8, Jazz 6. 8 runs on 8 hits for the Copperheads, 6 runs on 12 hits for the Richmond Jazz. Jazz threatening to tie the game. 2 runners in scoring position here in the bottom of the 9th. 1-0 pitch by Carter Cross. Hits the outside part of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Copperheads are in a place right now where they can trade 1 run for an out. Well, that's all they can afford. 1-1 pitch from Carter Cross. Misses low and inside. 2 balls and 1 strike is the count from Carter Cross. 2 of the batter, Mike Steffen. In the outfield, it looks like Reese Trahey, possibly. 2-1 pitch, swung on, fly ball in the infield. Pop fly, calling everybody off is Phil Glasser, a couple steps in the grass behind the shortstop position. And that's a first out recorded here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Mike Steffen flies out to Phil.
Second in the league in RBIs, gets a chance in the 9th to tie the ball game up with 2 in scoring position. And Carter Cross gets him to pop it up in the infield. That's a big first out, as Cross just needs to keep firing in strikes and trying to get more of that result.
Second and third, 1 out, bottom 9. Jazz threatening. First pitch is swung on and a pop fly over out into right field. It will remain in play. First baseman Glass has it, tagging up at third and holding off at third is Jake Burlingame. And just like that, the Richmond Jazz are down to their final outs.
Well, what an answer from Glass. You know, kind of a little bit of adversity. That rain shower comes pouring through. He kind of loses the grip on the ball, hits the batter, gives up a soft single in the left field, and a wild pitch moves him both in the scoring position, tying run in a must-win ball game. He gets 2 big pop-ups, and now he's just 1 out away from retiring the side and giving the Copperheads this really much-needed victory.
Well, this would be a big out to get. Eric Roberts has 3 hits in today's ball game. As a fly ball, foul territory. Daniel Cruz looks like he might have room, and he misses the ball as it's over near the bullpen for the Richmond Jazz. Cruz stood on the mound, did not want to fall down. Safety first. Ball fell in play. Cruz could not make the play, but still 2 outs, 0-1 the count to Eric Roberts.
Well, yeah, I mean, just a really tough play. He had to cover a lot of ground out in foul territory, and that little mound out there as the Richmond Jazz bullpen is not kind of like boxed in as some bullpens are. So kind of got him off balance a little bit, but still gets the strike.
And now the Richmond Jazz are down to their final strike in today's ball game. Eric Roberts swung on and missed by the pitch from Carter Cross. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position for the Richmond Jazz. A 2-run lead for the Southern Ohio Copperheads. From the stretch, Carter Cross's 0-2 pitch is taken at the knees, but a little bit low for a ball. Cross just missed the strike 3 call. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, it's hard to spot a 0-2 fastball. Much better than that one. He just tried to blow it right by Roberts, but it misses just below the knees. But Cross still held in the count 1-2.
1-2 pitch from Carter Cross misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes now with 2 outs. It's the Copperheads 8, the Richmond Jazz 6. Copperheads getting 2 runs in the top of the 9th inning thanks to a 2-out, 2-run home run from Sebastian Fabic. His time is called now by Eric Roberts. Roberts again has scored a run every single time since the 4th, the 6th, and the 8th. Here he is at the plate in the 9th. 2-2 the count. The pitch from Cross is swung on, line drive, and foul ball is the call. Foul ball down the first base line, stopped by the first baseman Glass. But the ball is called foul. 2 runs would have scored if that ball got past him, but it's, again, a foul ball.
Well, it's a foul ball. He knocked it down as well, though. It was a heck of a play. Unfortunately for Glass, it was just foul up the line, but, man, what an effort to knock that ball down. But count remains 2-2.
Well, what an inning. After the Copperheads got the lead, a 6-5 lead in the top of the 8th inning. Richmond Jazz answer with 1, tie up the game at 6. Fabic with a 2-run home run as a 2-2 pitch misses high and outside. The count is run full to Eric Roberts. First 2 runners got on base. Jake Burlingame with the hit by pitch. Ryan Wickman with the soft single out into center. Mike Steffen flew out behind shortstop to Phil Glasser. Hunter Neighbors flew out foul territory. Is now a swing and a drive, but foul off the bat of Roberts. Count remains full.
Yeah, and Roberts just hasn't been able to time up the fastball just yet. Out in front a couple times on these last 2 pitches. That one way more foul than the one that was hit the glass. But Cross has him a little bit out in front. See if he can spot a good pitch here and put him away.
The payoff pitch is swung on, and again another foul ball. The ball will roll up the netting and remain on the netting. Just kind of hangs there.
Yeah, it does. Right in between the fence.
not in play, so no worries. But the count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Runners on second and third for the Richmond Jazz as a payoff pitch from Cross is swung on at another foul ball off the bat of Eric Roberts. Roberts not making this easy for the Copperheads.
Well, in full-on protection mode, doesn't want to end the ball game with a strikeout with 2 runners in scoring position, the tying run being at second. So Roberts going to get his money's worth. Carter Cross going to have to locate a good pitch here, try to get him to pop something up once again.
Payoff pitch from Cross, swung on and missed. The tag is applied by the catcher Johnson, and the ball game is over. The Southern Ohio Copperheads pick up a Game 1 victory against the Richmond Jazz. It came down to a full count, 2 outs, with runners on second and third here in the bottom of the 9th inning, but Carter Cross comes through. There was rain. There was a tie ball game. There was everything in this game. But for the Copperheads, they keep their postseason hopes alive. With 2 more wins in this series, the Copperheads would find themselves in second place in the GLSEL. The Licking County Settlers picked up a victory over the Cincinnati Steam. The other 2 options for the Copperheads is win 1 more game and the Settlers sweep the Cincinnati Steam. But for the Copperheads, everything is still right there in front of them. An 8-6 victory capped off by a Sebastian Fabic 2-run home run, a go-ahead home run in the top of the 9th inning. Unbelievable day from Kyle Gammond, picking up 2 doubles, 3 hits today for Gammon. Copperheads all-around performance ever since that 4th inning on.
Man, I mean, what a game. Honestly, you kind of had a loss of words after a game like that. Copperheads fall behind 4-0, and they're not dead yet. They battle back, score 4 in that 5th, tied up a seesaw battle the rest of the way. Fabic, an absolute bomb in that 9th inning to give them the lead. Carter Cross facing a bit of adversity, 2 in scoring position, one of them being the tying run with nobody out. He gets 2 pop-ups, gets the strikeout. What a job. You know, just can't. This team has seen adversity time and time again this season, and they keep coming back from it stronger. And now they're going to be right there with a chance to steal a playoff spot. Still got 2 games left to win to guarantee it, but that's a big first step in tonight's game.
Tonight's winner for the Southern Ohio Copperheads, picking up his first win of the season in relief, was Lane Good. Good went 2 innings pitched, allowed 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned, according to Point Streak. We'll see if that stands. Did not have a walk and struck out 1 batter. Carter Cross comes in, gets the save. On the losing end of today's ball game for the Richmond Jazz, Joey Gerbis. Gerbis came in relief for the starter Caleb Meeks, and Gerbis gave up the 2-run go-ahead home run to Sebastian Fabic in the top of the 9th inning. For the Copperheads, they go to 22-17 on the season. Now a half game back on the Cincinnati Steam. The Jazz fall to 14-24. Their 2-game winning streak comes to an end. Once again, your final here in Richmond, Indiana at McBride Stadium. It's the Southern Ohio Copperheads 8, the Richmond Jazz 6, back at it tomorrow, 7:05 starts. For Joe Medora, this is Connor Mills signing off.